Gucci with y'all niggas, bro. Feel me? It was good. It's like I'm not used to holding my camera at this angle, but I'm gonna try it just for this vid. Just to try, like, to see if it's gonna have an impact on the vid and the vid quality and shit. I usually hold my shit vertical, but I'm holding it horizontal right now and shit. So look. No, basically it's like 5 a.m. right now. Okay, I'm just out here late night stroll with Snoop and shit. Just got done working out. Had to step outside to breathe some air because niggas want to be smoking cigs in my crib. How the fuck I'm put like you like if I don't know, cause for me, everybody that's watching this might not work out and shit, but you can't work out if you don't have no oxygen, right? So let's say if a nigga is right next to you while you trying to work out, blowing cigarettes in your face, like blowing cigarette smoke in your face. I'm not saying that's how it was, but just the smell of it, it kind of make me feel sick. Like I can't, it literally drains the energy out of me and shit. Nigga feel like I can't breathe and shit. Like I'm literally dying because I can't breathe, nigga. It don't be that dramatic, but it's like, god damn, nigga, I'm trying to breathe. It's like somebody kind of holding a subtle grip on my neck. I can't, like, feel me, remove that shit without breathing. I need to get away from that shit and breathe. But nah. This vid, I just mainly wanted to talk about influence. Like, because lately this would have been on my mind, because this is what I've been having talks about. Like, I don't want to disclose information about my personal life, but without relating it to me, y'all can't fully understand where I'm coming from. Feel me? Or why I'm saying what I'm saying. But, like, I don't really care. Niggas know me, know I'm like, mad transparent. I don't really care about it, to be honest, but people that's involved might care about it, so I don't want to violate their privacy by disclosing that information. Feel me? But so without getting into that, there's no way I could kind of like vaguely put it, but so I'm just relate it to like everyday life and shit. Alright, so look, excuse me, fuck, where Snoopy went? Snoop. Alright, nah, go ahead, go ahead, Snoop, go ahead. I just had to make sure she was good, but look. Alright, so influence, right? Every interaction essentially every interaction that you have with a person could potentially influence your consciousness. It could potentially influence your perspective of reality, your perception in general. And this is why a lot of people that could kind of understand the power of influence, they tell you stay off social media. They tell you don't idolize nobody. They tell you what else they say? I'm trying to think. They tell you what else? I can't, nothing is coming to mind right now. But keep in mind it's 5 a.m. and I had to get outside real quick because fucking that cigarette smoke fucking up my train of thought and shit and my ability to work out. But nothing is coming to mind. Nothing else is coming to mind. But y'all get the picture. Y'all get what I'm trying to say. So the power of influence is a strong thing because it's like, it's not directly telling you to do something. Like, for example, if I say, yo, sit the fuck down before I beat the fuck out you, you're not gonna want to do it. Feel me? Like, cause I'm directly telling you. I'm not trying to influence. I'm kind of like forcing you because it's become a physical thing where I'm making you do it. Now, as if for me, influence you, like, yo, how can I put it? If I say, feel me, sitting down is good for you, and sitting down could relieve whatever mental stress you're going through, then I potentially influence you to go sit down. You probably might be more open to it. Feel me? Like, you probably might be more open to it. You might be able to be like, all right, feel me? I can see what he's saying. Let me sit down. It might alter your perception on what even sitting down. You might think before that interaction, you might have had to say, oh, sitting down is just it's just something that I do to give my legs a rest. But being that you just had that interaction with me, and I had that influence on your consciousness where I just say, yo, sitting down is something, and I opened you up to a different perspective. Now, my perception of what sitting down is could possibly influence your perception of what sitting down is. Right? Feel me? Y'all following? All right, so look. This is why when somebody is subtly, and because it don't always be a direct influence. It's like subtly. Like, let's say you in an intimate relationship with somebody, right? You have every interaction with that person. It's possible. It's like, because a nigga you don't know has the least amount of chance of influencing your consciousness. Like, a nigga I know in the street, if he tell me something, I'm gonna be like, yo, this nigga just talking some bullshit. Like, why am I listening to this nigga? I don't know him. Like, I don't know his credibility. I don't know what the fuck if he telling me what's right or wrong. See, that would be me having mental defense having some type of mental defense enough so this nigga can't penetrate my mental barricades and just come in here and influence my perception or whatever the fuck he talking about, or my perception of reality in general. Feel me? But some niggas might not have that mental defense. A nigga might come to me on the street and say such and such, blabber in their ear, talk to them and say such and such, it's like, feel me? I don't know what niggas be talking about, because feel me? If a nigga come up to the industry, I'm not paying attention to what the fuck he talking about, because I honestly don't know him, and I don't understand why he would be talking to me if it's not something that's gonna pique my interest, and it's something that I actually care to hear. Most of the time, it's about some bullshit that I don't even give a fuck about. So it's like, why would I record a conversation? But yeah. So like, what the fuck I left off at? Yeah, so the power of influence, right? I'm trying to remember where I left off, what I was just talking about, because Snoopy is getting me tight. She always fucking up my vids and shit, because I gotta like multitask, kind of like still be conscious of where the fuck this dog at all times, because she could possibly do some dumb shit, or what I perceive as dumb. She won't even be conscious of what it is she doing, and she might not perceive it as dumb. That's just what I'm saying. But she go somewhere, and then I call her. I want her to stay in shouting distance until when I call her, she gonna come. Feel me? Because if I call her, she not there, then possibly she got snatched the fuck up, and then now I don't know where she at, and I just lost the dog. Which means, honestly, my nigga, I'm gonna be kind of tight over. But then again, it's like I can't blame myself, and I can't blame Snoop, because she wanted to do that. I could blame the fuck nigga who snatched her up, though, because he wanted to do that. But yeah, so when we talking about mental, oh yeah, that's what I was talking about, relationship. If you in a relationship with somebody, they have, if not direct, almost direct influence over your consciousness and over your emotional state, as well as your state of being in general. Like, you know how they say the person in your relationship with, like, nobody could fuck up your day like how the person that you in a relationship with, or your mother type shit. Like, that's really true, because they have that much influence over your state of being, over your state of emotionally, feel me, physically, nigga, and consciously, bro. Like, mentally. It's like, because you hold this person in high esteem and put this person on somewhat of a pedestal in your life for like, in the sense that how much you value them. You value their opinion, you value their perspective, you value them as a person. For me, there's nothing wrong with that. But it's like, when you hold that person of high esteem and you hold that person in a high value, you are like subjecting yourself to that person's influence. Feel me? Like I said, then again, there's nothing wrong with that, because people could be influencing you in your life positively to be making you a better person at the end of the day. But if you're not conscious of the influence they having on you, you won't have any defense or any like strategic barricade to be able to say, okay, it's come to a time where, let's say they're telling me something or influencing me to do something that I deem, and you won't see, and that's another thing. Oh yeah, this is what I wanted to touch on. This is the main point of me talking about influence. Being that you under constant influence from social media, from TV, from people in your life putting thoughts in your head, all of that plays a part in the influence over your head, over your consciousness, over your mental, right? So being that you're under so much influence, it's important that you detox your mind, and you have to know what's really you. Like, some people out here in the world, like, let me, because I'm trying to be specific for y'all niggas, and really make y'all see the picture of what I'm painting. See the picture I'm painting right now with these words. Feel me? I'm Leonardo da Vinci right now, painting these pictures with these words, nigga. The way I'm articulating this shit, nigga, that I'm having sex with that paper, nigga. I'm having sex with that art piece. Feel me? I ain't mean to get so descriptive. But I see, that's the thing. If I be saying that small little thing, I hope niggas don't really take that and really be on some, like, feel me? But if you of some sort of level of intellect, I would assume you get what I'm trying to say. But alright, so being that you're under constant influence, it's important to detox yourself from certain people that you hold in high esteem. Or this is a main thing. I would advise you not to put anybody on a pedestal, feel me? Because nobody perfect, and this is why people get mad at certain people when they exhibit certain behaviors that they deem that's unworthy or disgusting. Because not only it could not be just because they put that person on a pedestal, but that they expect better, which is still the expectation is a weight in itself. It's a weight that person could be standing on, or could be on their back, depending on how they view the expectation that you placing on them. It's kind of like an expectation is a shackle. It's shackled to that person. It could be that person could be using it as a stepping stool, feel me, to elevate in your mind or in theirs, depending on if they know what you expect from them or not. Or it could be a shackle chaining that person to that expectation you have of them, feel me? Because if they step outside of that, if they take the shackle off and they throw the weights, now you deeming that person, you losing that person in your mind. The value for you goes down. So for me, all of this piece, I'm saying this to say, like, it's important for you to detox yourself mentally from these people in your life, from social media, from all the indirect influence as well as the direct influence over people in your life. Because when you do that, your thoughts become pure. They become totally, like, 100% yours. Really sit back and ask yourself, if you made it to this point in the video, right? Feel me? I fuck with y'all. I'm not gonna tell you nothing that I don't do myself. Feel me? That I practice what I preach. I'm not gonna tell you nothing I don't practice, and I'm not gonna tell you nothing that I wouldn't see it being in your best interest. Feel me? I'm not gonna tell you no fuck shit. I would be a real fuck nigga to be doing that. Feel me? Like, I would expect better for myself, as well as I would expect that you expect better from me. But I'm not doing it out of your expectation. I'm doing it for me out of the expectation I have for myself. And I'm using that expectation to place myself up, not to shackle myself down, because that would be literally stupid. Feel me? And you have to have a certain level of consciousness to even get into the depth of what I just said. What I said was some real shit. And the depth of it might fly over your head, because you're not trying to go that deep into it. You only looking at the surface of these words. Each word I'm saying to you is a doorway for you to go in, and once you open that doorway, I'm not gonna say each word, but each of these sentences I'm telling you is a doorway for you to open and unlock unlock and explore realms of yourself that you never journeyed to before. And this is why I'm expanding your consciousness, whether you know it or not, whether you conscious of it or not, by you even looking at these words, because I'm scratching the surface of these. I'm actually painting a picture of these doors that you can access from a 4th dimensional realm and open it into a 3-dimensional realm and explore realms of yourself that you never even thought to venture into. For me, these are not just big words, or these not just articulately illustrated words that I'm using to just, like, kind of convey one little thing. Everything I'm saying, whether it be woke or on the third or like spiritual, or just on a 3rd-dimensional train of thought in general, I'm saying it, and I'm expanding your consciousness. I'm expanding your state of being in general, expanding your perspective, perception, creates everything around you, which means I'm expanding your state of being. I'm opening you up to shit that for you to experience emotionally, physically, feel me, and mentally, of course, feel me, because I thrive on mental stimulation more than anything else. And it's another thing that plays into my relationships or interactions I have with other people, because other people might thrive on emotional stimulation because that's what they seek in life, emotional stimulation. Me, I dabble in and I seek mental stimulation and physical, because I don't, my emotions, see, and it's another thing I have to do with myself too. I'll probably make another video on that. I don't want to keep talking about something that's getting off track. I'm just giving y'all kind of like, stuff that's not related to influence right now, because everything's connected, so I kind of have to like touch on it a little bit, and then I leave, go back to the topic at hand, touch on emotional, touch on mental, touch on something, and then I like give y'all a little blueprint for y'all to like kind of expand yourself in that territory if you want to latch on to that. Feel me? I like throw it out there, you catch it, you the fish. I reel you in, you catch it, and then you expand in that water. I'm gonna throw you into some new water, and you just swimming around in that water, expanding in that water. I probably make another video, and then you come back. I reel you back in, throw you into that water. That's how I can see it in this metaphor. Feel me? All of this stuff, I'm painting a picture right now. Like, I swear to God, my mind is so elevated. Like, I'm painting a picture with this shit. Feel me? And mind you, all of this shit be coming off the dome. I take it as a sign. Like, this is not for you to do. I just take it as a sign in my life when I just automatically just get a random dose, a train of thought, and it just expanded my consciousness on a whole new level. Like, sometimes I be thinking in a literal 5-dimensional train of thought. There's the first time I did that, I reached a 5-dimensional train of thought today, and it took a toll on my mind. I had to go to sleep after. That's how I felt tired, mentally tired. My eyes would started burning, like as if I was up for dumb long. I was up for a minute, but I literally wasn't up for longer than I usually be up. But yeah, it took a mental toll on my mind. I had to go to sleep and shit like that. But let me get back to the video once again. Alright, so look, it's important for you to detox from these people, because the influence that somebody have on your mind is like pollution in the air. The air is your mind, right? For me, your mind, your consciousness is everlasting. It's like it can expand forever type shit. It can cover all of the same way the air is covering everything around you, and it's all around you. You could just breathe in some air whenever the fuck you want, don't matter where you at, my nigga. It's the same way that you need to perceive your consciousness. Feel me? And just like people could throw something in the air, like cigarette smoke, blow cigarette smoke and pollute the air, or for niggas to blow some steam and shit, pollute the air. That's how niggas could pollute your thought, pollute your mind. Literally infiltrate and pollute your mind, because what you allow to influence you is what you allow to pollute your air. Now, whether it be good, feel me, for the atmosphere of your mind or not, entirely depends on what you perceive it to be. But ultimately, you should always want your air to be clean, pure. Have your own train of thought 100% without any external influence. You only want internal influence from yourself, from your soul, from you communicating with your body, because your body is actually alive. It can think. It literally, that's why when you about to come under some sort of attack, your body moves to protect you. It moves to protect itself. So that's why I have strong reflexes, because I'm in tune with my body. I allow my body to do the work, and I catch up. Like I told y'all in my other vid, my reflexes is strong. I'm in tune with my body. If somebody was to throw something at me, before I would be conscious enough to know that somebody's throwing, like I could catch a glimpse from my peripheral vision, and in that split millisecond, my body could react to deflect whatever is being thrown at me. And then by the time I'm conscious of it, like probably 1 or 2 seconds later, then by that time my body will have already reacted and deflected whatever was thrown at me. And by that time I will understand, because I'm so in tune with my body, I will understand what just occurred, because it's been happening so much times in my life where now I know, like, oh, my body's going to do this already to protect me. So I just have to, when I catch up, I have to know and be in this position now that I'm conscious, I have to be in position to defend my body as it just defended me. And just the same way, when you get a gut feeling, when you in a bad spot, you get a gut feeling like, yo, I knew something fucked up or some fuck shit was about to go on. Feel me? Because your body is literally communicating with your mind. Your soul is communicating with you, telling you like, yo, feel me, something don't feel right. I feel like we should be out of this area. We don't need to be here because, or we don't need to be around this person because this person is probably a demon, probably under demonic influence, and it's making you feel a negative gut feeling in your stomach where you kind of feeling uneasy and anxious to the point where you want to, feel me, like, you just so on alert. Somebody could drop a pin in front of you and you just want to pop it off of somebody. You just probably shoot a nigga or probably just punch a nigga in his mouth. But yeah, Snoop, come here. Snoopy. Yeah, that's why I don't take her nowhere. I'm about to have it in the vid, bro. She just got me tight, did some fuck shit, bro. I don't know where she at right now, but now I gotta go get her, bro. That's what I be talking about. She still playing with another dog. That's what she doing, being stupid. Come here. But yeah, it's important to detox yourself mentally from people that hold influence over you. You don't want them polluting your mind. It's okay, even, I mean, I get it, it's positive influence. Sometimes it don't even be negative. But at the same time, it's like, shouldn't you want your shit to be clear? You don't want to think back and be like, oh, I did it only because of this person had influence over me. You want to say, oh, I did it because it was my pure train of thought, and that's what my soul and my mind was saying. Snoop, come here, Snoop. And that's what my mind was telling me to do. Feel me? And like I said, feel me, I don't want you, even if this is positive influence or not, I don't want you to take this and strictly hold this amount of this knowledge or this advice on a pedestal. Don't allow it to shock you, or don't allow me to pollute your air. For me, just like the trees, they filter their carbon in the air, they absorb it and they transmute it into oxygen. I want you to take this, because this is pollution. I'm polluting your mind. I want you to take this and I want you to transmute it into oxygen, so you can therefore make the atmosphere of your mind even that much stronger. The same thing I'm trying to do. I got to detox with certain people that have influence over my life. And as well as me holding influence over theirs, I tell them the same thing I'm telling you right now. And I have been telling them this, because this is the truth. So I mean, you want your thoughts to be pure, my nigga. I'm polluted. You don't want nobody to hold influence over your thoughts or over you in general. Snoop, come here. Yo, what the fuck, bro? All of a sudden it got cold. I was hot, but it's starting to get cold in this bitch. You part of my stocking cap. Snoop, come here. Snoopy. Oh, all right, you was right next to me. All right, because it was about to be a problem. See, now, it's only so far I'm allowed. Now it's about to be a problem. She know. Now she was doing too much. I don't play all of that. It's too much now. But nah, feel me? You might need to watch this vid more than once. And that's not a shot at your intellect or saying that you dumb or not smart in a way. It's just saying that you haven't been elevated. Just like how I took my thoughts to a 5-dimensional perspective, and that shit took a toll on my mind. This might be too much to take into your consciousness at once. So you might have to take pieces and then transmute it, and then kind of like keep digesting that shit. And there's nothing wrong with that, my nigga. At the end of the day, I don't know what's best for y'all niggas. I love y'all. And I just want to say, keep elevating yourself as a human being in general. You don't got to be spiritual. You don't got to be believing the same shit I believe in, my nigga. But as long as you elevating yourself and you not stagnant, then I fuck with you. Even if you have some setbacks, my nigga, and you working and actively taking steps to make that shit a comeback, then nigga, I still fuck with you either way. Nah, goddamn, my nigga, I'm looking good as fuck out here, y'all know. Feel me? I don't mean to toot my own horn and shit, but goddamn, my nigga looking smooth in this bitch. Nigga looking smooth in this bitch. Yo, Snoop, come on. But nah, feel me? I'm feeling good, my nigga. I hope this gave you some positive energy and raised you to a high vibration. If not that, at least raised your consciousness and elevated your consciousness to a level where it's now, should I say, it's now in it's not able to express itself in a more convoluted form than it was before. Feel me? But nah, my nigga, feel me? Sometimes you just gotta look at yourself like how I'm doing right now. Like, I don't really be looking in the mirror type shit or anything like that. I just be chilling. Or when I do look in the mirror, I'll be like, feel me? I just give myself like a, feel me? Because a nigga look good and shit. If a nigga tell, that's like, see, that's what I'm saying. I got barriers inside my mind. I'm gonna give y'all this last example. If a nigga come to me right now and he tell me, or a female, right? And they come to me right now and they be like, yo, this nigga ugly. I'ma laugh, like, because I'm looking at myself right now. I don't see nothing. I don't see an ounce of ugliness, my nigga. For me, to me, I look like a god. I look like an angel. Come here. Snoop, come on. Come on. Snoop, come here. I'm not fucking around with you. Let's go. Fuck are you talking about, nigga? Hey, she's playing 2 months now. But nah, feel me? I'm gonna focus on niggas, my nigga. I love y'all. Keep elevating yourself. And next time I'm out. Peace.